Hello everyone, welcome to the 13th Annual Philanthropic 5 Awards. My name is STACEY Force. I'm on the Emerging Leaders Council and I sit on the P5 committee. While we would love to be celebrating this event with you in person, we are so thrilled and honored that you're joining us virtually to celebrate these tremendous P5 award winners. Before we get started, I'd love to give you some background on the emerging leaders. I'm so proud to be part of a network of engaged donors in their 20s, 30s, and 40s who impact the lives of local youth by giving, advocating, and volunteering for education initiatives. They connect individuals focused on giving back to the community and provide members access to networking events, interactive leadership panel discussions, and volunteer opportunities. They truly walk the walk. Since 2008, United Way's emerging leaders have had the privilege of recognizing 5 amazing community leaders through the Philanthropic 5 Awards. These are leaders who have made extraordinary commitments of leadership, volunteerism, mentoring, and philanthropy to the greater Milwaukee and Waukesha community. This also marks the 6th anniversary of recognizing one philanthropic youth for their outstanding achievements. Tonight, we're not only going to have an opportunity to feature our 2020 winners, but we'll also be featuring some of our previous winners as well. I'm sure you'll recognize a face or two. Before we get started, you'll notice that on your screen you can view the event program, which includes the winners' bios and quotes from their nominators, a listing of past P5 winners, information about becoming an emerging leader, and more. Also, feel free to continue to network and add your comments in the chat box throughout the event. Now, we want to take a moment to introduce our wonderful sponsors. The sponsor of tonight's event has been the sponsor of the P5 Awards since its inception. Thank you, BMO Harris, for your generous support. Here's Judd Snyder, President, BMO Harris Equipment Finance Company, and BMO's Senior Executive for Southeast Wisconsin.
Good evening, everyone. Hey, I'm always so excited to come back for this evening. Although the virtual aspect of this year's awards makes this one maybe a little bit different. Hey, fortunately, I think we're all getting pretty good at this by now. P5 is one of those nights that's fun. It's maybe a little edgy, and while the evening always feels light, the topic and honorees are anything but. Tonight's a night we choose to set everything else aside and take the time to honor and thank 6 young men and women who are putting their bodies, hearts, and minds into making our Milwaukee a better place. At BMO, it's one of our favorite nights, made great each and every year by a fabulous and dedicated group of honorees. This is our 13th year as presenting sponsor. We've been involved since the inception of the awards, and all of us at BMO Harris Bank are proud to continue that support. At BMO, one of our core values is the importance of giving back to the communities we serve. We talk about boldly growing the good at work and in life. This year in Wisconsin alone, we've committed over $4 million in gifts, grants, and support to nonprofit organizations, the great majority of that right here in our Southeast Wisconsin region. Alongside that financial support, our employees work side by side with local residents and organizations like United Way, because we know that lasting change only occurs when businesses, individuals, nonprofits, and civic leaders work together to meet our community's most critical needs. Events like P5 are so meaningful because they highlight the incredible work being done quietly, day in and day out, by younger people who we all know, but may not take the time to recognize except on nights like tonight. We're thrilled to recognize the next P5 and Philanthropic Youth cohort for their significant contributions to our community through their volunteer and philanthropic efforts. Tonight, you 6 join a pretty great group of influencers and champions who've been recognized over the past 13 years. You represent hope, generosity, and optimism, and you exhibit that with your actions over and over again. To honor each winner, BMO Harris Bank will donate $500 to the United Way strategic issue area of each winner's choice, And our Philanthropic Youth winner will receive a $500 scholarship for college. Living United means being part of the way we meet our community's needs and changing the way we've done things in the past. It's about new ideas, new energy, and new vision. So on behalf of the over 3,000 employees of BMO Harris Bank in Southeast Wisconsin, I want to say thank you to our award winners for all that you're doing for our community. You truly are an inspiration to us all. Thanks and congratulations again.
The Milwaukee Business Journal has been the media sponsor for the Philanthropic 5 Awards since its inception. This successful partnership has brought community-wide awareness to this event, as well as to the amazing work our winners are doing in the community. It is my pleasure to introduce Mark Cass, Editor-in-Chief of the Milwaukee Business Journal.
Hey everyone, it's great to be here. This is always one of my most favorite events of the year, and unfortunately this year, because of everything that's going on, we obviously are online only. But it's always a great event, one I look forward to each year, honoring great individuals who have done already great things in the community, but who are also going to do more. It also seems to be every year kind of a reunion for our 40 under 40 winners. You know, obviously with this year, Ashley, Sean, and Brandon all winning the award. So, you know, we are a long time sponsor of this event. We think it's very important to honor young and upcoming leaders, to show kind of who the future is in the Milwaukee area. And you know, we do that through our 40 under 40 program. We do that through some of our other events, and to be part of this event, I think is great every year. And I love to be at it too. Unfortunately, we can't this year. So again, I appreciate everyone who's involved. I want to say, you know, you have a great class of honorees, ones that are going to make a huge impact in our community for years to come. So have a great night, enjoy this virtual event, and hopefully we'll all be able to be seen together soon.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Michelle Nettles, and I'm honored to be with you this evening, and I'm particularly excited to be a part of this evening's P5 award ceremony. As a former recipient of the P5 award way back in 2009, I am pleased and honored to be a part of this evening's event because P5 recognizes individuals in our community who are making sacrifices to volunteer, to give of themselves, but more importantly, to have a broader and social impact. So with that, tonight, I'm especially excited to announce our first winner. Mary Ferwerda has been committed to this community. She does it in her day-to-day work, but she also gives of herself and her time after work. As the executive director for Milwaukee Justice Center, Mary is committed to providing and having legal rights for individuals. She's representing and supporting 10,000 individuals to just allow them to self-represent themselves. That's just one of the ways in which Mary is doing great work. She's also committed to our youth and our teens. Through her work at Pearls for Teen Girls, she's coaching individuals. She's helping support them through college and through careers. And most recently, coached a young lady who recently graduated from Marquette University with honors. Mary has been recognized by others, including the State Bar of Wisconsin, who's recognized her twice for the Innovator Legal Award. She's committed to this community in so many ways. And as a graduate of Cretin University, a graduate of Marquette with her law school degree, and also receiving a certificate in dispute resolution, Mary will continue to do great things in this community. In her pastime, she volunteers and works with the Urban Ecology Center, but she also loves spending time with her 2 dogs. So Mary, on this evening, I am thrilled to congratulate you, but also to simply say thank you for all the great work that you are doing.
Good evening. Thank you to the United Way Emerging Leaders, BMO Harris Bank, the Milwaukee Business Journal, and the Philanthropic 5 team, and all who have worked to create this event in such a remote way. I know that many are disappointed to not be able to gather together in person today, but for me personally, I'm grateful for this because that means so many who are close to me, who don't live here, can join in tonight. I am so grateful to my nominators and to the P5 committee. Thank you for this truly stunning recognition. To my fellow P5, it is an honor to be included in your company today. Thank you for your passion and your commitment to our community. To all my colleagues, past and present at the Milwaukee Justice Center, thank you for making our hard work such a team effort. I am grateful each day for your commitment to our mission of increasing access to the civil justice system for those who do not have a right to an attorney, who cannot afford to hire an attorney, or who may not qualify for free civil legal aid. To all of the MJC volunteers and donors who may be watching today, thank you for sharing your compassion and your expertise with the Milwaukee Justice Center. I say this all the time, but it's true. We could not do what we do before, during, or after this pandemic without you. And to everyone at Pearls for Teen Girls, you are such stars, and you make an impact in our city one girl at a time. Thank you for letting me be part of your work. To my own mentors who have shared their wisdom and their guidance, I am indebted to you for more than can ever be said in just a few minutes here tonight. I must acknowledge also my late parents, Helen and Leighton Ferwerda. My mother was my first mentor, and I always admired her own mentorship of students and compassion for others. I inherited both tenacity and stubbornness from my father, a hardworking man who regaled us often with stories, most of which are true, I think, of his advocacy for others when they couldn't advocate for themselves. Finally, to all of us gathered here today, our community, our world needs what each of you can offer. You can and must share your gifts, your talents, your passions, and your time to move us toward equity and inclusion and away from white supremacy and the systemic racism that results in so many societal problems that we all are fighting each day. We as citizens can not only benefit from our community, but we must be a part of the work of our community too. And you might be thinking, but I'm only one person. What can I do when there's so much to be done? You are not just one person. You are one more voice, one more pair of hands, one more heart, one more mind in the matter. If you're passionate about a cause, someone else is too. Contact an organization or a group working on this issue. I'm sure the United Way can help connect you. I am certain they will be glad to welcome you for whatever you can do, from organizing donations to leading programs, from marching in solidarity with our neighbors to advocating for policies that include and benefit all Milwaukeeans. Friends, now is not the time to sit quietly from the edges. Now is the time to take action and get involved. You are needed. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Jason Ray, and it's so great to be with you this evening. I don't have to think back too far to when I won my P5 award. I was so honored to be recognized last year in 2019. Receiving a P5 award was truly an honor and a humbling experience. But more than that, it really reinforced in me the idea of doing as much good as you can in as many ways as you can and as many places as you can. And I think since receiving the recognition last year, I've been able to make wonderful new connections in Milwaukee, meet great organizations who are making a positive difference, and learn how I can go about creating as much good in Milwaukee as possible. And that was all because of the P5 award. It really opened up new opportunities, but reinforced to me why we do the work that we do each and every day to make our community stronger. And I am just so thankful to the United Way for that recognition. Tonight, I'm thrilled to be able to introduce you to the second honoree this evening, Ashley Hines. Let me tell you a little bit more about Ashley. Ashley is the Diversity and Inclusion Manager for the Medical College of Wisconsin. With nearly a decade of comprehensive experience at MCW, she's trusted to build and implement institutional inclusion initiatives, inform the organizational brand strategy, manage system-wide goals, influence senior leaders through reciprocal mentorship, and most recently, lead COVID-19 communications. A native of Milwaukee, Ashley earned her bachelor's degree in Human Development and Family Studies, Child Development from the University of Wisconsin-Madison. She has received several distinctions, including the 2015 MCW President's Award for Diversity and Inclusion and 2017 Milwaukee Business Journal 40 Under 40 Award. Ashley lives in Milwaukee, Wisconsin with her husband and their 2 children. It is my pleasure to introduce you to the second P5 winner this evening, Ashley Hines.
Greetings, and thank you for joining us for tonight's celebration. My name is Ashley Hines, and I am a proud Milwaukeean, born and raised. My parents, Terry and Tammy Saffold, taught me to put God first, to live in integrity, and to love and serve people. I am indebted to them for this lesson and for this foundation, as it has guided me to my purpose. My mission is to equip communities to advance equity and create spaces where everyone feels safe, valued, and respected. My vision is a community where everyone is empowered and has the tools they need in order to fulfill their purpose. COVID-19 has devastated and challenged the lives of many of us. It's changed everything, and many people won't recover. And we're also in a climate of heightened recognition and awareness of the deadly and pervasive impacts of racial inequity. I would say now more than ever, we need sustained and systemic change. Over the years, I have learned the value of connecting with people, of listening deeply and asking thoughtful questions, and of leading in humility. I'm so grateful that in my roles at the Medical College of Wisconsin, as well as in my service to the greater Milwaukee community, I have had the opportunity to contribute to meaningful work that aligns to my own mission and vision. It has been pretty easy to serve these organizations with that alignment. Amid chaos, I feel a renewed connection to my community. I feel an increased amount of empowerment to make lasting change and to advocate for change. I am inspired by our young adults and our youth whose voices are truly leading this change. And I'm hopeful. I believe that Milwaukee can be a place where everyone can thrive. I have particular concerns with people of color, Black and Indigenous people of color, and those who have been marginalized. But I believe it in my core that Milwaukee can be a place for all of us. So I want to say thank you to my family and friends who are joining us from all over the country. This feels really cool. I especially want to thank my husband, Brandon, my son, Brandon II, my daughter, Cora. Your love, your energy literally fuels me. It drives everything I do. I want to give a thanks to Milwaukee, which has been my home and has just allowed me to connect to such, again, meaningful work. I am grateful to all of the organizations I've had the pleasure of serving. You have my heart. I want to say congrats to my fellow recipients. That is Brandon and Sean and Mary, Lindsay, John, and Brittany. You all are stellar, and I'm honored to be among you. Finally, thank you to the United Way of Greater Milwaukee and Waukesha County and your emerging leaders. Thank you for your tireless efforts and your work in our community. And thank you for this incredible honor. Thank you. So in closing, I want to leave you to reflect on a philosophy called Ubuntu. This philosophy originates within the Bantu peoples of South Africa, and it highlights and endorses the interconnectedness of humanity. It translates to mean, I am what I am because of who we are. So, thank you to everyone, and take care.
Hello everyone, I'm Renell Washington. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of this very special night. It was in 2018 that I won my P5 award, and I had some great memories from that evening. Winning that award meant so much to me. It meant that I was worthy of, one, being nominated, somebody recognized all the great work that I was doing in the city of Milwaukee, and they recognized my love for the city, being an ambassador, wanting to give back in the areas that I give to, which is finance, ensuring that young professionals have a voice here in the city with the platform Social X, and also my work through Milwaukee Film. There's so much going on in the city of Milwaukee, and I'm thankful that United Way gave me the opportunity to be recognized as one of the 5 P5 winners in 2018. And 2, I'm just really excited to see all the winners today and hear their respective stories. And I know that they also have a love for Milwaukee and Waukesha as well, and all our neighboring cities where they may volunteer. Tonight, I have the honor of introducing our 3rd P5 winner, Sean Lowe. Born and raised in Milwaukee, Sean is a Planning and Product Support Senior Specialist at Northwestern Mutual. He has been a member of the Milwaukee Urban League Young Professionals since 2005 in various leadership positions, including a 3-year run as a National Award-winning Chapter President. He is the past National Urban League Young Professionals Membership Recruitment and Retention Chair, Central Region Vice President, and current National Treasurer. Sean is a Milwaukee Business Journal 40 Under 40 award winner, was featured in Who's Who in Black Milwaukee, and was named one of the most influential African Americans in the state of Wisconsin by Madison 365. Sean has also been appointed by the City of Wauwatosa to serve on the Equity and Inclusion Commission, where he is a chairman. Please help me welcome and congratulate our 3rd P5 winner of the evening, Sean Lowe.
United Way, distinguished guests and fellow honorees, it is quite an honor to be here with you all virtually and accept this P5 award this year. You know, I started my journey fighting for civil rights and racial justice 15 years ago when I became a member of the Milwaukee Urban League Young Professionals when I was 24 years old in an entry-level position. And through my personal and professional development, volunteering, I was able to get my skill sets that I needed to propel my career and have a magnitude of opportunities at Northwestern Mutual to grow and be successful. In doing so, I'm able to give back to the community in more terms of my time and philanthropy because I know that the need is so great. Whitney M. Young, former National Director of the National Urban League, one of the Big Six that spoke alongside John Lewis at the 1963 March on Washington, he had a famous quote: "It is better to be prepared for opportunity and not have one, rather than to have that opportunity come and not be prepared." So as our nation faces 2 pandemics, COVID and a 401-year-old battle of systematic racism. Now, I'm no doctor, but I will be prepared to continue to fight for civil rights, racial justice, and help our nonprofits be of service to our underserved communities. Our nonprofits need you now more than ever. So now in my 3rd leadership position on the National Urban League Young Professionals Executive Leadership Team, I'm extremely grateful for all of the opportunities that I receive to serve my community. I'll be here to mask up, vote up, and count up. So be safe, wear a mask, be sure to vote in each and every election, and make sure you complete your census. I look forward to seeing all of you donate on this year's United Way campaign, and enjoy the show, everyone. Thank you, United Way.
Good evening. I'm KELSEY BRENN. 2018 was also a very special year for me because, like Rennell, I was fortunate to be honored with a P5 award. While I was honored to be an award recipient, the most meaningful part of that night was recognizing the incredible work my peers were doing in our community. Whether it's preserving historic buildings or helping the underserved youth or fighting to protect our environment, P5 was a reminder that Milwaukee is filled with people who want to make our world a better place. It was a much-needed spark for me to keep my passion for change alight. And I hope tonight inspires you in a similar way. And now I get to introduce our 4th winners of the evening. And yes, I said winners. Let me introduce you to John and Lindsay Mushka. John Mushka is a clinical pharmacist for Frederick Menominee Falls Hospital and president and co-founder, Farm to Tables Charitable Organization, Inc. Lindsay Mushka is the senior marketing manager for Tailored Label Products and the co-founder of Farm to Tables Charitable Organization, Inc. John and Lindsay Mushka met while attending the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Following graduation, John's desire to pursue a degree in pharmacy took them to Georgia, where both pursued higher education, with John earning his doctorate in pharmacy and Lindsay her master's in business administration. The pull of family and friends brought them back to Wisconsin, where they have since settled in Lake Country with their 2 sons, Noah and Luke. With John's passion to improve community health and Lindsay's experience with nonprofit organizations, they founded Farm to Table Charitable Organization, inspiring health systems across the state of Wisconsin and the Midwest to raise food and funds for food insecure individuals in their respective communities. Congratulations to our 4th P5 winners of the evening, John and Lindsay Mushka.
John and I are incredibly grateful and humbled to receive this P5 award. First, we would like to say thank you to United Way. The services United Way helps to support are invaluable to the greater Milwaukee and Waukesha communities. We would also like to thank the P5 Selection Committee and for the nomination. Congratulations to the other P5 award winners. We are honored to share this virtual stage with difference makers in our community. John and I could not have done this alone. We need to thank our family, friends, and parents for the unwavering support and inspiration to continue on our mission to help end food insecurity in our communities. We also want to give a huge shout out to the Farm to Tables board members. These people donate their time and talents to make our program successful and ask for nothing in return. While discussing what message we wanted to convey on this platform, some common themes kept popping up. The first of them is kindness. Be kind to one another. The ripple effect of one kind act is amazing and far-reaching. It's contagious. We challenge you to do at least one kind act every day and watch it spread like wildfire. Hope. We have great hope for our communities. This past year has been challenging, to say the least, but we have learned some valuable lessons. We have seen firsthand how our communities pick one another up and offer a helping hand. If we continue to work hard and take care of one another, we'll come out stronger on the other side. And lastly, decency. The most valuable resource Wisconsin has are its people. Continue to respect and honor and value your neighbors. Thank you again for this incredible honor. Be kind to one another and let's continue to make a difference.
Good evening. My name is Catherine Dreger Pedersen, and I'm so excited to be with you on this very special night. 4 years ago, I received my P5 award, and the events of the evening are still very vivid to me. I remember that evening, that I was surrounded by friends, family, and partners from Freedom's Community Ministries. But that evening wasn't about my work. It was about celebrating the good works that are happening in our community, even amongst the brokenness. I remember that evening, I brought a broken mug on stage, and I said that this is what the world often experiences. But like in the Japanese tradition, the broken seams are filled with gold, and then a more beautiful cup is offered back into the community. That is what we are about. That is what each and every award winner this evening is about, giving out of our brokenness. These last 4 years for me have been filled with a lot of ups and downs, but I'm continually able to offer that broken cup to others. I currently get to do that through consulting with Loving Venti, including consulting with several of United Way's partner agencies, and through my work on boards. But it's more than that. It's a place for all of us to be able to give back and serve with what we have. That is what this award means to me. Now I have the privilege to introduce our 5th P5 award winner, Brandon Chalker. Brandon Chalker is the Director of Marketing for the Wisconsin and Upper Michigan region of Thrivent Financial. Brandon is one of Milwaukee's most visible and respected advocates for the city's next generation of leaders. On a volunteer basis, he served on the Salvation Army of Milwaukee's advisory board and was also the co-founder of Echelon Milwaukee, a Salvation Army Emerging Professionals initiative. Brandon helped launch the emerging professionals group HMI 100 with Historic Milwaukee, focused on bringing new voices and talent to the topic of historic preservation. A Milwaukee Business Journal 40 Under 40 award winner, Brandon lives in Brookfield with his wife Samantha, son Charleston, and coonhound Brady on a 145-year-old historic property, the Brady Farm. It is my pleasure to introduce you to our 5th P5 award winner, Brandon Chalker.
Good evening, everyone. It is great to be here with you. I am honored and humbled to have been recognized as one of the United Way's Philanthropic 5 in 2020, especially when you look at the incredible company I'm keeping with tonight's other recipients. Congratulations to you all and the incredible work that you've achieved. I have to start out by saying what anyone who's received this honor would acknowledge. It's certainly not just been my efforts, but a team of people's efforts who've made it possible for my being in this position today. And so for that reason, let me say thank you to them. Thank you to the members and volunteers of the Historic Milwaukee HMI 100 initiative, which years ago focused on bringing an increased awareness to the next generation around the critical topic of historic preservation. I was new to Milwaukee then, and it was this group and the amazing events and impact we had that truly set me off on a path of continued volunteering over this past decade. Thank you also to the members of the Journal Futures ERG, who worked with me both in the community for volunteering, as well as to move forward the culture of a legacy organization in this city. And finally, thank you to my Echelon teammates for being part of the past 5-year journey of fundraising, volunteering, and raising awareness for an organization, the Salvation Army, that really does the most good. My wife and I were blessed with a son a year ago last week when this airs, and since that time, I've faced the same challenge I believe anyone new to parenthood does. How do I best manage this new reality of my time? Or really, a lack thereof? And while I certainly haven't found the magic answer to that question yet, one thing has become crystal clear for me, and that's the value and need for all of us to volunteer, give back, and give it everything we've got to keep this beautiful, complex thing we call life and where we live, Milwaukee, going. Honestly, I'm not sure there's something more inspiring than looking into your child's eyes, knowing the pressure of it's up to you to create a world where he can feel safe, loved, generous, and optimistic. Sure, we've got challenges and things to overcome, but we're the answer. Our actions and our time can be used to help, to make better, to leave the world a more enjoyable place than even we inherited. And let's be real, we inherited the best time and place in human history. It's our responsibility and our honor to keep pushing and to keep fighting, not just for us, but for them. Okay, so serious talk over. I could surely go on and on about this, but at the risk of getting the sunset music and proverbial hook, I'll just wrap it up with this. Thanks again to all of those I've worked with and volunteered with over the past few years, and for the great things yet to come. And to the other recipients of the P5 in 2020, congrats. You've earned it, and I can't wait to see what you accomplish next. And lastly, to the United Way for this prestigious honor and the chance to share why I'm passionate about giving back and volunteering. So as I conclude, I'd like to steal from Some Good News, the YouTube sensation started by the office's John Krasinski, which got me and my family through the first few weeks of quarantine with a smile. As John would always say, always remember, no matter how hard things get, there is always good in the world. Until next time, good night.
Hello everyone, I'm Dante Houston. I'm an Emerging Leaders Co-Chair, and I'm so happy to be with you tonight to introduce you to our 2020 Philanthropic Youth Award winner, Brittany Helmrich. Brittany Helmrich is a sophomore at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee studying early childhood and special education. Brittany has been an active volunteer throughout her life, raising thousands of dollars for different charities, including the Wisconsin Autism Society, the Healing Center, Check Up for Chicks, and Lotus Legal Clinic. She found her passion for working with children with special needs when she began volunteering at Penfield Children's Center at the age of 7. Throughout middle and high school, Brittany was an active sexual assault prevention advocate, running Denim Day campaigns and educating more than 600 students each year. These days, Brittany is an active participant in the Black Lives Matter movement, both in person and through social media. She thoroughly enjoys giving back to others and hopes to be making a difference in the world every day. Please help me congratulate our 2020 Philanthropic Youth Award winner, Brittany Helmrich.
Hi everyone, I'm super excited and really honored to be receiving the Youth Philanthropic Award. This is such a cherry on top of the cake considering I don't really ever volunteer for recognition. I volunteer to make myself happy and to make others happy, so this is super awesome to be recognized for something that I do just to make myself happy. So there's two things that I really want to talk about today, and that would be my work with children and my work on Denim Day. So I started volunteering with children when I was still a child. I started volunteering in elementary school at Penfield Children's Center, which is a center for general ed kids as well as them catering to kids with special needs. And then I also made really good friends with the special ed kids that I had in my elementary school. And I just really felt a passion for kids with special needs and their disabilities, which I like to call abilities, because I just think that these kids are so brilliant and they have their own way of doing things, but they're incredibly smart. And so I just really fell in love with that. And I knew from the age of 8 that I wanted to be a special ed teacher. So I just finished my first year of college and I am on my way one step closer to becoming an early childhood special ed teacher. And I think that it's something that most people don't know by the age of 8. But you know, just with my volunteering and work in that type of field, I knew that that's what I wanted to do. I was super passionate about it. It made me happy. It made the kids happy, you know, playing with them, reading to them, taking them outside. Super exciting. And I just knew that, like, this is something I wanted to do with the rest of my life. Going along with that on volunteering, I really like volunteering for Denim Day. I can't even describe in words like the absolute passion that I have for Denim Day. I started in middle school and kind of went on to high school, and it was super important for me as a kid to let other students know that, like, this is a big deal. This is happening in our community. And so I was able to reach out to my really big high school and talk about how important this is and how a lot of people don't realize that, like, this is happening to people we know. So I was able to do that with Denim Day, and I had a lot of media coverage, you know, from doing interviews and things like that. It was just absolutely amazing to have so many people support me with that. So that's just something I'm so passionate about. I think that everybody should be talking about it. Everybody should believe survivors. No one should be victim blaming. And that's kind of just like the message I like to set across. So that is something I'm also super passionate about. I'm also super passionate about the people that support me. So just kind of giving a thank you to Kate Easton for nominating me for this award. I obviously wouldn't be here without you and without you seeing what the work that I'm doing. So thank you so much for that. And obviously my friends and family, my support groups. I made a lot of friends when I joined college, and they've really been there for me, and they understand that Brittany is a very passionate person if she likes what she's doing. So I've had, like, all my friends, you know, that I've known for less than a year, like, if you were to describe Brittany, it would be passionate and it would be a leader. So I am super excited for them to understand, like, who I am, and just beyond being goofy, understand that, like, I really love what I do. And of course, my parents and my brother. I don't even know where I would be without my mom, to be honest. I wouldn't be able to do Denim Day, and my dad has always supported me, and my brother isn't super into the limelight, but he's always there cheering my name from the sideline. So for them, I am super thankful. So again, thank you all so much for this award. I really, really appreciate it. I can't even believe that this is happening, because like I said, I don't ever do this for, you know, like, fame or recognition. So I'm super excited that this is happening, and just thank you to everyone who's believed in me. You know, the people that are surrounding my mom believe in me, and they, like, barely even know me, and it's absolutely amazing to have people that really care and can see the work that I'm doing. So thank you all so much, and yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is GRANITZ. I'm a member of the United Way Emerging Leaders Council and a co-chair of the P5 committee. I'm pleased to be with you today on behalf of my colleagues at BMO Harris Bank. At BMO, we are driven by our purpose to boldly grow the good in business and in life. And we are proud to support the United Way, who's driving positive change. Congratulations to all the winners. You truly embody what it means to live united. Before our evening ends, I'd like to tell you about a special project that the emerging leaders are supporting. The importance of teachers has never been more apparent, as school for many families has moved inside our homes. Teachers love our children, build a community they can belong to, and guide them towards understanding their identities, experiences, history, and relationships. Recent protests and social unrest have underscored the immeasurable value this learning has to the health of our society. United Way seeks to honor and support teachers who dive deep into themes of anti-racism, equity, and inclusion with their students. We have committed to provide awards of up to $1,000 directly to teachers across our 4-county region to enhance their efforts to fight racism and prejudice. We are asking everyone who is viewing tonight's award ceremony to take a moment to click on the donate button and make a contribution to this special initiative. The number of teachers who will participate will depend on the total dollars that we raise. In addition to classroom learning, we will share resources all families can use to guide their own conversations around identity, diversity, justice, and action. Help us get this important project off the ground. We've set a goal of $5,000. No donation amount is too small. You'll find the donate button at the top of your screen.
And I'm so pleased to share that BMO Harris Bank will be matching your gifts for this effort. That means every dollar you donate, BMO Harris Bank will match your donation up to $2,500.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Thank you to our presenters. Thank you to our sponsors, BMO Harris Bank and the Milwaukee Business Journal. Again, congratulations to all our winners. They truly demonstrate what it means to live united.